We've noticed our velocity increase since implementing Copado, and there's less time focused on how we're delivering the work, and it's more that focus on just how do we do the work day to day. They're problem solvers, and being able to kind of allow them to focus on where their skills apply the best has really, we've seen it even just in the short time we've implemented Copado, make a large difference. My name is Michael Caluzzi. I'm Salesforce Application Manager at Amica Insurance. Our mutual insurance is a P&C, or property and casualty. We sell auto and home, umbrella insurance, as well as renters. And then our life insurance business unit as well is kind of subsidiary of the company. And they sell whole life, term life, and annuities. Salesforce Amica, we implemented it back in 2018 is when the company first went live with our mutual implementation, and life followed in 2019 shortly thereafter. And we lived in the world of change sets, right? Which we know has its challenges, right? And you overwrite components depending on what different developers on the team are working on. The team then moved to version control and was using Git and command line. Command line was a little intimidating and sometimes large learning curve, and being able to bring on DevOps tool has kind of helped simplify that, especially a tool that's in an interface and built in a tool that they're using every day for their day-to-day job. When I came into Amica, our deployment process was monthly. It was kind of whole production releases, right? We were using command line tools with Git to check in code, commit code, merge branches, and then we were using udeploy. There wasn't the ability to do incremental changes. So really we were holding up delivering that value to the business by having to then wait a month. Copado has really allowed us to break things down incrementally, so that incremental deployment really reduced that risk for us, because we were able to, one, react to changes, test more specifically, but then also there is a bug fix or something that we can react to that critical incident a lot faster. We were almost immediately able to switch to bi-weekly releases as well, to kind of accelerate that value delivery to the business, which has really kind of been received very well. And it's less time spent on deploying the work and more time focused on delivering and doing the work. They're usually able to then resolve anything that might come up without having to stay late or again work on weekends. I definitely would say they're happier. So we partnered with Slalom to implement our Copado implementation. Given that I have had kind of a history with the tool, I really tried to prep the team ahead of time into what Copado was, what it looks like. The success community that you all provide and the training that's on there in the academy was really beneficial, because they went into the implementation knowing exactly what they were expecting. So from a change management perspective, the team kind of hit the ground running, and they were all looking forward to this tool as a positive change versus kind of something being thrown at them and said, okay, now we got to change this process. Users who may not have that developer background can jump right into the tool. Because it's built in Salesforce, it's an interface most folks that work with Salesforce are familiar with, and they're able to deploy and manage those changes almost effortlessly. When we chose to bring on Copado, we brought on the core CI/CD tool as well as Compliance Hub and our data deploys. So it's really allowed us to kind of set up some compliance rules to ensure that when we're making enhancements to the platform, we're staying compliant in terms of permissions we're giving to users or that we're making to profiles or permission sets. Definitely automate some of that process and trust the tool to kind of help monitor that for you. I would love to get to the point where we are releasing kind of on demand. I mean, in Salesforce, they've got a good underlying structure where you can release really without having to take a system down or interrupting users. So I would love to the point where as soon as the business is ready for a change to go live, we can deploy that.